Now part 2 of the finger roll exercise adds some of the words for Tabla language. So Tabla has a bunch of different sounds, each of which has a syllable associated with it, and that's a very simplified description of the actual tradition, which is far deeper than that. But essentially, this, for instance, this movement we were just doing, you could say ta ke te ta ke te ta ke te ta ke te. And other examples are when you have two sounds, a high pitched sound and a low sound together, would be da. Da te te da te te da ke te da te te. Or you could think of it as da ge na da te te da ge na da. So there's all these different combinations of syllables that we're doing with Tabla. And so for this one, the syllables we actually say are, like I said, ta ke te is one way to do it. So that's ta, it's your index finger, ke is your left hand, and te is these three fingers. So again, ta ke te, ta ke te. And you'll notice now that the syllables we're using actually are associated with the hands. So like the syllables ta and te are made with the tip of the tongue, the more dexterous part of the tongue, and also the more dexterous hand, the right hand. Ta, te. Whereas the left hand syllable is ke, it's made with the back of the tongue, which is on the other side of the tongue, and it's also less dexterous. So it logically makes sense to associate with the left hand with the back of the tongue, and the right hand with the tip of the tongue. So again, ta, ke, te, ta, ke, te, ta, ke, te. And so from here, I'm going to complexify it one step further, but first practice what I've just shown you. Practice saying ta ke te, ta ke te, ta ke te as you make these movements with your fingers. So again, the index finger ta, left hand ke, three fingers on the right hand te. Ta ke te, ta ke te, ta ke te, ta ke te. And while you're doing that, keep in mind that the right hand is associated with the tip of the tongue, the left hand associated with the back of the tongue. And now, the word that we would actually use for this movement in Tabla is a little different. It's a 6-syllable word rather than 3 syllables of ta ke te. It's actually ta ke te re ke te. Ta ke te re ke te. So what they did there is the second time you strike with your index finger in 6 beats, they changed the name of that from ta to re. So ta ke te re ke te ta ke te re ke te ta ke te re ke te. So there's many different reasons that they do this. One is that it just sounds a little nicer, a little more poetic, rather than to go you can also say it a little bit faster. It rolls off the tongue, almost literally rolls off the tongue. And yeah, also when you do different combinations, those syllables make a little more sense. So again, I'm going to explain the second word to you and practice not only doing the ta ke te that we started out with, but do ta ke te re ke te, ta ke te re ke te. And you literally have to say it and do it at the same time. This is not a step that you can skip if you were to go further in this lesson series. So practice ta ke te index finger, left hand, 3 fingers. Index finger, left hand, 3 fingers. Ga, ge,